First of all, yes, I'm going to say it. I am proud of you. You know why, and you know how. Let's start. Today we are going to talk about step 12, which is take your time. Woman, just take your time. Now, I know that for the longest time, you didn't had the privilege of taking your time because there were things that were expected from you and you have to perform them, and you have to perform them as fast as you can, the best that you can. You have to react very quickly. That's the way it is. You never have the time to take your time. And I think that it's understandable if you do. Like, everyone has the right, it's a basic right of everyone to stop for a moment and take your time. There are a few things that are very good at taking your time. First of all, when you take your time, you change the pace of things. And that makes you automatically put you in a place that you are more comfortable with the situation, you are more comfortable with yourself. So just for taking the time, it's gonna put you in a better state of just doing things when you're rushing and you are pressuring yourself. So that's one of the good things about taking your time, that you start feeling better. I think that when you take your time, you respect yourself more, which is another thing that is good. And when you take your time, you actually have time to reflect on things, to figure out how do you feel about a particular situation, and to think about the outcomes that you would like to have of each situation, and how do you choose to react to any particular situation. And I'm not talking here only about a relationship with your mom. I think that because we've learned not to take our time when we were younger, and no one taught us how to do that, that's the way we react in life. Once you stop for a moment and take your time, you can work on a different perspective. So I'm not talking only about the relationship with your mother. I think that it's something that you can practice with the rest of your relationships. What I did with taking my time was, there's my cat here again, Mate. What I did once I started taking my time was, first of all, first of all, I realized that for not taking my time, I used to regret a lot of things that I used to say or do. And once I started to take my time, I realized that it helped me to analyze things. And I've learned a lot of the times when I react from anger or from a particular feeling, if I give it some time, when it sinks in, or it just passes through the feeling, I think differently about the situation. So I've learned that I have to give myself that time to calm down, and then I actually think differently about the situation. So my reaction afterwards is completely different to what it would be if I was in the middle of whatever was happening, because I am all like worked up with my feelings about what's happening, and I say and do things that when I think about them afterwards, I said, oh my God, I should have, said something else or do something else. So that's what I've learned with my experience when I started taking my time. And with my mom, I'm not in contact with her for a long time now, but what I used to do is I used to say to her, okay, I'll think about it, because I know that she's very impulsive. That's her reality at the moment. But if I give it like a couple of hours or a couple of days, she's not gonna even remember what we talked about. So I would say to her, okay, I'll think about it, or even thanking her for letting me know whatever, and I would just leave it at that. That would cool everything down, and that would save me so much hassle and pain and everything that came with that. So try to figure out how you can take your time and what you can do with that time that you take for yourself. If it's, calming yourself down or having a drink or having, a good walk or drink a glass of water or have a short meditation just to fix yourself for the moment and try to see what it does to you mentally or physically. And maybe those things that you will discover about yourself would lead you to change your reactions to stuff. So when I have a fight with my partner, I would take my time to react. I realize that sometimes when I need to take my time and I need to think about something, I clean or I sit down to think about my next book or try to be creative. So try to figure out what you can do in the time that you take for yourself to be able to be more productive for yourself next time that you find yourself in a similar situation. And don't be ashamed about taking your time. Don't feel guilty about taking your time. And another thing that I struggled with when taking my time is that I knew that the other side was expecting a reaction from me, and I would stress myself out about it. If I felt like I don't have a reply yet or I am not calm enough to talk about the situation, I would push myself to do it because I felt like the other party was expecting for a reaction from me. I was very uneased with the feeling or the knowledge that they are waiting for me to reply. So try not to do that because then you are pushing yourself. That is counterproductive. So you're taking your time, but then you're pushing yourself to a reaction that is not gonna give you the time that you truly need to figure this thing out for yourself. And even if you don't have anything to figure out, you're just saying it to make her shut up, that's okay. Okay, but just give yourself that time. So that's it for this video. I hope I covered it all. And I see you in the next video. Bye bye.